Hi, my name is Jonathan Diggs, and this is my 7th year teaching at Providence Classical. Before I was a teacher, I was an engineer and a youth pastor, and so I teach kind of a wide range of subjects here at PCS. I teach business math this year, Greek 1 and 3, physics, biology, and earth science. So those are my classes this year. If you ever need to talk to me about anything, please don't hesitate. My email address is jdiggs@pcsvirginia.org, and I have my phone number in the email that I sent out so that you can reach me with that. Don't hesitate to do that. Send me a text, give me a call. I want to be here and available to you, and if there are any problems, I'd rather deal with them as soon as possible rather than waiting for them to get worse. So by all means, feel free to reach out to me. I try to put, this year I'm trying to put all of my lesson plans and assignments on RenWeb. We did that last year when we were in lockdown, and I thought it was a better process overall in terms of just communicating with the students. And so each week I'm going to have the lesson plans up for the class, and then any assignments I'll try to link there so that if a student misses it or loses it or whatever, they can go on RenWeb and download them. If there seems to be a conflict between what I said in class and what is up on RenWeb, please tell the student to go over to do what I said in class, because I may not have gotten a chance to update what is on RenWeb yet. And if there's any confusion, again, just text me. For students who may be absent, just know that if, say if you miss 2 days, you've got 2 full days after the student comes back in order to make up any missed work. So I just, particularly in the time that we're in, just want to make sure we're really clear on the expectations there. And so just try to have as much grace as I can for that. Beyond that time, it is considered late, and any late assignments we penalize at a letter grade per day. So I think that's about it in terms of general announcements. Like I said, feel free to reach out to me. We've considered an honor to be teaching your children. It's fun to interact with them and to be with them and to see what they're doing. And certainly great to do that in person this year. So we're here for them. I'm here for you as a family, and please feel free to reach out to me. Thank you. Ancient Greek 1 is right after lunch this year in 5th period. In Greek 1, we learned kind of an introduction to the language. We learned obviously the Greek alphabet. We'll do nouns and adjectives. We'll do basic present tense verbs, and we'll translate tons and tons of little stories to get them moving in translating Greek. This is one of the most fun classes that I teach. I just love to watch the students just come alive, because it's so intimidating at first as a foreign language, but then already, like after a couple of weeks, they're starting to translate Greek and they start to learn it. The course is meant to be it's meant to be fun, it's meant to be challenging, and it's meant to be thought-provoking. I think it's definitely all three of those things. One of the reasons that we learn a foreign language, especially an ancient language like Greek, is that it really presses our knowledge of English. It presses the students' knowledge of English, and I find that having taught Greek this is going to be my 7th year, that the students really learn a lot more about their own language through this process, and it's just it's a neat experience to see. So the main thing about learning a foreign language is just to not get behind, and I can't stress that enough. If a student stays with me, they really will be fine. If they start to get overwhelmed and they get really far behind, it's hard to catch up. They can, but it's hard to catch up. So if you notice your students' grades slipping, or if you notice any kind of problems like that, like they just seem like they're lost in Greek, when you ask them, please just reach out to me, because we'll want to address that as soon as we can. And of course, I'm looking out for that as well. The grading criteria for the class, there are 35% are Greek tests, 25% are quizzes. The quizzes are meant to be kind of just check-ins to make sure they're learning the material, vocab quizzes, things like that. And then we have take-home translations, another 25% of their grade. The translations in Greek 1 are really, they're almost children's stories to begin, where it's not authentic Greek. The authors of our textbook have written stories from different cultures around the world into ancient Greek to get them to start learning. And there's a reason for that. It's because authentic ancient Greek is really hard, and so they're trying to get them going with simpler things at first so that they can begin to do more authentic Greek as they go. But by the end of the year, we'll be doing some New Testament in Greek. We'll be doing some kind of greatest hits of the classic Greek quotations, that kind of thing. And so they really will be doing it by the end of the year. And so you'll be amazed at what your student will learn throughout the course of the year. And so just encourage them in that and praise them when they're showing off their Greek to you. Hopefully they'll do that because it's really an exciting thing for them. The last thing on the criteria is just homework. Just to kind of the homework for this class really isn't that overwhelming as long as they're keeping up with it. Usually the assignments are pretty short. And so they just need to kind of keep up with it, 15-20 minutes, that kind of a thing each day is kind of what I'm looking for. And so that's pretty much it for Ancient Greek. If you have any questions, please let me know. It seems like a great group of students. Just again, please reach out to me if you see any concerns or anything you need to know. Thanks very much.